Because man like Klitschko will be busting me up in that ring.
Sure. To be a great fighter, you have to do great things.
This is a fight that can change from champion to legend overnight.
Ultimate goal, yeah, is to walk out that night of the fight and know you put in 100%. You put in 100% every minute of the day, or every other minute of the day, because no one's perfect. Every minute of the day, you try to give your all to your craft.
Awesome, man.
Respect, bro.
Great work.
Appreciate it.
Great work. That was good.
We're going to train again.
Anthony Joshua enters the final day of his training camp, the last checkpoint before stepping into the ring to face Jake Paul. The demanding work is already behind him. No intense sparring, no pushing the limits, just refinement, focus, and composure. He moves with quiet purpose, working through controlled shadowboxing, listening carefully to his team and conserving energy. The noise and hype have faded. What remains is discipline, experience, and the understanding that weeks of preparation now come down to a single night under the lights.
There is no hard part about being a professional boxer. It's a blessing. And if I wasn't a professional boxer, it'd be a blessing as well. Because as I said, wealth comes in character. It's not about status. There's no big difference to what I do that determines who I am. It's just, boxing is a blessing because I do it for passion, not for occupation.
Do you know what it is on that ring walk? There's no turning back. There's no... If I was that nervous, I think I would dodge a fight. I wouldn't bother training, and like for like 3 months it'll be on my mind and stuff. If I was that nervous, I probably just wouldn't do it. So yeah, on the walkout, it's like, it is what it is now.
By mid-morning, the routine continues with calm, measured precision. A gentle jog circles the gym, resistance bands stretch and release, and muscles are warmed, not pushed. There's no nervous energy or restless movement, only the quiet presence of someone who understands exactly what lies ahead. In these final hours before the reckoning, every breath is intentional, every step purposeful. This phase is no longer about physical output. It's about mental readiness, legacy, and a chapter that's about to be written beneath the lights in Miami.
I feel like I'm getting stronger, and I feel by the time the fight comes, I'll be at peak performance.
So being out here in the States, I can really see a change in Josh. Like, his mindset is one thing that, you know, being out here, it's like so tunnel vision. It's like every single day is geared towards something in camp. So everyone back home would be like, oh, so what did you do on Thursday? You had the day off? And it's like, it's a day off, but it's a day off to get ready for the day on.
Damn. Fucking hell. What? So there we have it. Back on my feet. I got through the pain of the...
Within boxing, Joshua's resume speaks for itself. An Olympic gold medalist, a towering 6'6" heavyweight with 28 victories and 25 knockouts, forged through championship nights and battles against the sport's elite. He's experienced both extremes of the journey, reaching the very top and confronting its harshest setbacks, including the career-altering loss to Daniel Dubois in 2024. That defeat led to an extended break from the ring, giving Joshua time to recalibrate, reset his priorities, and rebuild his mindset.
His body's really started adapting into the positions and stuff. And for a big man like this, man, like this is great.
But his background, your background is gymnastics?
Gymnastics, yeah. I've been coaching 45 years. People just like, especially like boxing, well, they need to be a little tight for aggressiveness and come back and all. Yeah. But, but flexibility give you longevity. More flexible, more mobile, more range of motion you have, your career can be much longer. And one, it's a prevention for injury.
Opposite him stands Jake Paul, whose route to the stage has been anything but traditional, shaped by online fame, viral rivalries, and a boxing career constantly scrutinized for its legitimacy. His 12-1 record with 7 stoppages has featured victories that sparked as much debate as intrigue. But this matchup represents a different level entirely. This isn't Tommy Fury or another crossover bout. It's true heavyweight boxing. 8 rounds under Queensberry rules, 10-ounce gloves, and a global spotlight with a fight streaming live on Netflix.
I'm just focused on myself. I'm confident in myself. Jake could be 10th. I'm confident in myself. That's what I'm saying. It's not about how he is. I just really I've got a good team. I've been through ups and downs. I've stood the test of time. I'm passionate. I'm hungry. And I'm still here ready to fight my heart out. So,
what a jolly lad he is, you know? Just a bubbly guy. Bubbly guy. Gotta love him, bro. Gotta love him, but he's gonna fucking die. Look at this, bro. I'm always training. 150 pounds, dog. Just easy work. 40,000 reps a day. Look at the forearm size. It's at least a couple inches, dog.
Do you have an iced coffee brought to you by anybody?
Nope.
Did you practice? Did you learn how to breathe again today?
It was pretty normal morning.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
Not many people get these opportunities and to live this life, and I feel guided by God through this camp and through this process and making this decision to fight a very, very difficult challenge. God has removed, the fear that would normally be there. So I feel good, and I'm excited for fight week. This fight for me is way more exciting than Gervonta, and I think because it's more exciting for the fans and because of the fact that it's a harder challenge for me. People had a lot of excuses against Gervonta and, oh, it's a smaller guy, blah, 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 the weight difference, and now I flip-flop the roles. Everyone thinks I'm gonna die, and they don't know what I'm capable of. And so being the underdog and being able to go in there and showcase what I'm gonna do to Anthony is more exciting for me, and the thing more exciting for
Paul has returned to a familiar narrative in the build-up, insisting he's prepared for the task and reminding critics that he's been doubted at every stage of his boxing journey. Rising to fame outside the sport through YouTube and social media, he's consistently portrayed himself as someone who seeks out the biggest tests, regardless of skepticism surrounding his chances. In interviews ahead of the fight, Paul reiterated that he's always claimed a willingness to face anyone, anywhere, and argued that many never believed a matchup with one of boxing's most accomplished heavyweights would actually materialize.
On the FanDuel, you're coming into this fight as the underdog.
Yeah, that's to be assumed, right? This is
it's
an Olympic gold medalist over
right
here, 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. But I've been an underdog my whole life, man. I've had to fight for everything that I've gotten, earned my position all the time, and I've honestly had some of my best performances coming in as an underdog. And I don't really look at the betting lines and all, who's this favorite, who's that, because to me none of that matters. I know what I'm capable of and the work that I've put in.
Anthony, I'm assuming you never had to make weight.
Never had to
make weight.
Never.
So I seen when they said that you came in, you're training hard. I actually seen you said that you're faster, you're stronger, and why didn't you do this way before? Do you feel better coming in at 245 than ever?
I do. I feel great.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I feel happy that this task was put upon me because I wouldn't have pushed myself to get to a certain weight. I would have just been doing what I do usually.
Right.
And I feel really good. So I think it was a blessing in disguise.
Think you lined them up? Think I was very smart of y'all to get him down to 245?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with the decision or on his behalf, he's taking away his best thing against me, which is his power. And we've seen him when he's a little bit lighter and there's just not as much thump on the punches, and I think that's probably the best thing he could have had is that extra oomph in those punches. But it's his game plan, whatever he wants. But to me, the weight doesn't matter. The weight's not going to make a difference. It's going to be the skills that win this fight, and I believe my skills are better than his, which is a crazy thing to say, but he's a very basic fighter, and he's gotten to where he's at because of the size and because of the power. So the skills are what's going to win this fight, and he's seen that with Usyk when he fought him, and so I believe it's going to be...
For Joshua, the fight with Paul hasn't been just another scheduled appearance. It's turned into an unexpected opportunity that's reshaped this phase of his career. When Paul's team pushed for a weight limit, Joshua welcomed it, trimming down to 243.8 pounds, and later explaining that the adjustment left him feeling quicker and more powerful. It's a change he admits he may never pursue without this matchup, and one that's given him a renewed sense of confidence and momentum rather than feeling like a compromise.
Never had to make weight.
Never had to
make weight.
Never.
So I seen when they said that you came in, you're training hard. I actually seen you said that you're faster, you're stronger, and why didn't you do this way before? Do you feel better coming in at 245 than ever?
I do. I feel great.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I feel happy that this task was put upon me because I wouldn't have pushed myself to get to a certain weight. I would have just been doing what I do usually.
Right.
And I feel really good. So I think it was a blessing in disguise.
You think you lined them up? Think that was very smart of y'all to get him down to 245?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with the decision or on his behalf, you know, like he's taking away his best thing against me, which is his power. And we've seen him when he's a little bit lighter and there's just not as much thump on the punches, and I think that's probably the best thing he could have had is that extra oomph in those punches. But it's his game plan, whatever he wants. But to me, the weight doesn't matter. The weight's not going to make a difference. It's going to be the skills that win this fight, and I believe my skills are better than his, which is a crazy thing to say, but he's a very basic fighter, and he's gotten to where he's at because of the size.
To meet the demands of this unconventional matchup, Joshua didn't simply fall back on familiar habits. He overhauled his training setup, choosing to work alongside members of Alexander Usyk's coaching team, widely respected for shaping one of the most technically sharp and elusive heavyweights of this era. Joshua has said that stepping away from London helped reduce distractions and offer a fresh environment, allowing him to fully absorb the insight of a group proven at the very top of the sport.
I want to help Anthony Joshua.
Why Anthony Joshua? I think it's answer only for God, because Anthony very have, you know, I think education, like a kind of guy. We speak with Anthony, message. Now we speak on the phone, yeah, not Instagram, but I have a number, Anthony have number. For example, we drive in a car, he call me, hey champ, hello, how are you, blah, 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 blah. We joking, hey, good luck training, because I see this guy in the gym. My team, hey, Alex, hello, hey brother, good training. It's guy, I like this guy because this is guy smart. I think this guy have a very big heart.
People. Paul's team also recognized the magnitude of the moment. This wasn't simply another fight built for headlines. It represented a chance to validate his climb in the sport. Paul spoke with confidence about a game plan centered on speed, angles, and movement, tools he believes could blunt the power of one of boxing's most dangerous punchers and ignite debate among observers. But the stakes extend beyond theory. The bout includes uncommon conditions for the heavyweight division. Joshua agreed to a 245-pound limit at the weigh-in, a restriction he has never faced as professional, having typically competed above that range. The cap was designed to reduce the physical disparity between the two fighters and stands as a notable strategic concession secured by Paul's camp. Joshua accepted it without hesitation, maintaining that he feels strong, sharp, and comfortable despite adjusting his conditioning to meet the requirement.
Jake Paul, you've lost your mind if you think you can go toe-to-toe with Anthony Joshua. Listen, let's not get confused, guys. Let's not get confused. Yes, cool. Anthony, he took a big L with Daniel Dubois. But Daniel Dubois is not no joke, bro. He's not a joke. You know what I'm trying to say? He took an L there, but Jake Paul, I got the utmost respect of what he's done, how he's managed to navigate through the boxing world. Like, bro, it's so mad. And I can see this is like a 90%. It's happening, it's positioning, it's marketing already. Like, why would you see Jake Paul go face to face with Alexander Usyk if it's not to position for a fight for Saudi? Obviously, Jake Paul's gonna fight Anthony Joshua. There's possibly gonna be a Usyk against Tyson Fury 3, because obviously the last two were so close. But you never know. It can also be a Usyk against Derek Chisora.
Critics haven't been shy with their opinions. Some traditionalists have compared the matchup to infamous mismatches from boxing history, questioning whether it strengthens the sport or undermines its credibility. Others interpret through a business lens, viewing it as a spectacle, a commercially driven event that reflects boxing's evolving connection with pop culture. Through it all, Joshua has been clear about his approach. He's treating the fight with complete professionalism, prepared with the same seriousness he would bring to any top-level opponent, regardless of the fact that Paul's boxing journey began on YouTube rather than through a conventional amateur system.
On Netflix, we looked at the numbers that which Jake Paul had against Mike Tyson on Netflix. Record-breaking numbers here.
And another great night for women's boxing because of that, yeah.
Absolutely, another great night for women's boxing. And Turki Al-Sheikh, who's looking to transform the sport in so many ways, bring new eyeballs to it, may see something there and go, Netflix, younger generation, that's what we're trying to capture here. Could we do something with them as well? So there's interesting times here that he's shown an interest now in Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. He's saying, yeah, I want to make it. Why not? Why not? It's a huge fight. And there's some sense in what he's saying now.
There's plenty of answers to why not, by the way.
There's a one-sided fight, but we live in the world of entertainment now, right? That's what's happening here, you know, like Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. All right, let me rephrase this. And for you guys that are driving along at the moment, listening in your cars, or if you're working wherever you are and you've got us on the radio, let me ask you this question. Do you want to see Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua? I've known a load of you now are shouting at the radios, or if you're watching us on YouTube, shouting at the tellies, saying, no, of course, we don't want to see that. Well, answer me this. Will you watch it? I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Listen, we're going to talk some more about this, but last week, Gareth A. Davis was ringside with the stars of boxing, and he grabbed a word with the problem child, Jake Paul. Here's what he had to say about that potential fight with AJ.
Come on, put some meat on the bones of you and Anthony Joshua. Is it happening or not?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history.
Tyson Fury was saying he put $1 million on you beating Anthony Joshua.
I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad.
But how do you love the atmosphere here? Wembley's brilliant. We'd love to see you fight here, by the way.
And I love it. Like, the UK fans really love boxing even more than American fans. So I'm going around the pubs, talking to all the people, asking them about how they...
Amid the build-up to fight night, Joshua took time to invite media and fans inside his training space, offering a rare look at the gym that's anchored his final preparations for Jake Paul. Moving through the heavy bags, ring corners, and areas reserved for shadow boxing, he spoke candidly about the significance of this matchup. To him, it represents more than another entry on his record. It's an opportunity to engage with a defining cultural moment and shape the direction of the heavyweight landscape. Surrounded by trophies and whiteboards filled with training notes, Joshua explained how the environment keeps him disciplined.
So this is it. This is my baby, this is boxing. My first love come through. This is where the hard work's gonna go down for the next 3 weeks. So we come in, kind of bring this place to life. If you think about it, it's just like an empty warehouse. But that's what I love about boxing. You need a ring, some weights, and then it's up to the boxers to kind of bring the character in. So if I was here for longer, I would have brought some of the great fighters, pictures down here and so on. But we got Anthony Joshua 258, AJ BXNG training camp. That's a classic. That's on our classic t-shirts. You'll be seeing it on the website real soon. Lions Den. Drake turned the 0-2 into the 0-3. We call the 0-2 the Lions Den. Let me take you over here. To be honest, this geezer here, the guy who done the graffiti, he done that himself. I let him off with that one. Some nice artwork, permanent vacation. Here we have the little S&C room.
No bench press or none of that. I'm not really into doing upper body weights. Squat rack, deadlift rack, big boy weights, trap bar, do you know what I mean? Straight gutter. Weight floor, so you can kind of drop the weights and have no issues. Spin bike. I do about 20 minutes on this bike as well after training, so that's good. Kind of get the legs going, flush out the system. The rower, pain. That is pain. Come through. So yeah, look at the space. I forgot to show you this.
For Joshua, this fight represents far more than a financial windfall. While reports point to a purse reaching into 9 figures, with massive guarantees on both sides, the true value lies beyond the money. It's about legacy and standing, a victory with quiet doubts about his position in today's heavyweight order, while a defeat, particularly against a crossover star, could dramatically reshape how the closing chapter of his career is remembered.
They want to be a world champ, but people are not willing to do what it takes to become a world champ. And even in this gym, it's like you put through the test, because I mean, it's one thing to say you want to hang out with champs and hang out with other fighters, another thing to be able to endure the workout and endure the work, so it's a big thing. He's been pushing himself, he's asking me, what can I do more, how can I be better, how can I build my fitness more? And that's really a sign of a great individual and a great champion, someone who really wants to be better. And he's working, he's doing it in this 100-degree heat.
There is a saying, I would say, there's a saying that a happy fighter makes a dangerous fighter, in the sense that if you put them in the right environment and their brain is receptive of what they're being taught, they're going to be more in tune with what they're going through. So I'm actually like, give me more, give me more, give me more.
That's his mindset in everything he does, whether it's training, whether it's work.
With Joshua labeling this bout as a pivotal chapter in his career and Paul confident he can deliver a massive upset, we want to hear from you. Does AJ take control from start to finish? Or can Paul defy expectations? Share your prediction in the comments.